YouTube, welcome back to Champion Horse Racing. This is obviously HRG here, and we're going to get straight into it. Um, Going through growing pains in this game, and the main goal is to get to a competitive point in multiplayer matchmaking. So, we're going to go ahead and actually get started with a first race with a 2-year-old colt here, Sim Rally. He's at 97% conditioning, as you see by this green bar right here on the screen in the middle. Status is looking upwards. He runs towards the back. He's a 1,000 to 1,400 meter runner. So, sprinter, 7 furlongs. Fatigue is not great, so what I'm going to do is feed him apple vinegar to get that down to 0. And we're going to go ahead and toss him in a regional race. I still think this is the best way to get your horses ready for multiplayer in this game. We'll run in the grade 3 Banahana Blue Sprint Trophy. That's just what I'm going to call that. And we're going to go ahead and hire K Mara to be our jockey. All right. Here we go. Field of 8. Hopefully we do well. I haven't decided if I'm going to edit this video or if I'm just going to let it roll. I want these videos, since they're shorter, I want them to be as entertaining as possible, essentially, for the entire way. So I don't want to have too much time of me just kind of blabbering and talking. If you guys aren't into that. Now, if you're into the kind of more in-depth discussions I tend to have with this gameplay, let me know, and I can continue to do that, but I kind of want to get to the point. All right, we're gonna fast forward to the last 400 meters, excuse me. Now we're actually in first place here with Sim Rally, looking really good. He could get his first win. Hopefully he can hold on here. Field's closing, the 6-horse Levator. Sim Rally's tiring. He's tiring. Can he hold on, my guy, hold on. Sim Rally just gonna get the grade 3 victory there at the Banahana Blue Sprint Trophy. We will take it. I got way too close. All right, that's a win. Those are important, man. 57:39 is the final time, or 57:03 to be exact, and 3/10, or that would technically be 2/5 seconds. So yeah, we lose a little bit of weight there, 8 pounds. We go from a 92 rating to a 105 rating. Again, that just goes to show you, winning these races, even against the AI, they mean a lot. And that was at Shatin as well. So that was a 5 furlong sprint. And Sim Rally, sprinter here. Okay, I mean, obviously the distance tells you that. But I mean, as far as what he can actually show us, that's a pretty good sign. And that's actually a second grade 2 victory. So he's on a roll. Sim Rally might actually be a good horse. I think he's a 6-star horse that I got from the barn. Yes, he is. So I'm hoping I can win a real race with him. That would be fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and set up our next race. I'm going to do this for this video. I'm going to actually edit it in parts. And you guys let me know if you like it, or I can just look through the analytics and tell based off of how people are enjoying or not enjoying if this format works. So we'll get into our next race with our next horse. All right, guys, we're back. As you can see, our colt right here in front of you on screen as I'm tapping. That is our 2-year-old colt, Bright Fun. He's actually about to be 3 years old next month. So he's rated 104. His record currently, he has 2 grade 2 victories and a 3rd place finish in a race I'm not sure about. But yeah, good start so far. Late growth type, so hopefully we can get him on the right foot. 1,200 to 1,600 meters, aka he can run anywhere from 6 furlongs to a mile. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw him a regional race right now, grade 3 Phoenix Stakes, spelled differently, and we'll see how this goes. All right, we'll be racing in this 8 furlong grade 3, the Phoenix Stakes in Tokyo. I'm pretty sure they spelled Phoenix wrong. That's none of my business though. And unless it's like some different spelling based off of like a regional or cultural thing, but in America, that is not how we spell Phoenix. It's not the actual way to spell it via the dictionary, however you want to say that. Field of 8, Bright Fun. I haven't given this guy any tack yet because I'm still trying to see if he can prove himself. Has he won grade 1s? Wait, this is confusing. He has not, has he? He definitely hasn't. I don't think he's. Well, I'll have to check. I don't think he's won any grade 1s. I can't recall winning any grade 1s with him. And our guy's a front runner. Look how he gets to the front, man. Bright Fun. Absolute rocket. Hopefully this benefits him. We're going to go ahead and fast forward to the last 400 meters. That was a great start. He's got like a 6-7 length gap. There's no way he's holding on. I'd be shocked. If he does, that is commendable, but I mean, that was quite the gap, and the field is closing at a rapid pace here. 2 furlongs left to go, and yeah, that's what I thought. I don't want to be leading that much in this game because the field tend to outrun you if that's the case. And we're going to drop from first all the way back to like fifth. Yeah, first to fifth. So I definitely would like to change his leg type. He does go up one rating. And we get some other stats figured out with him. His gait rating improves, cornering, yada yada. I mean, I don't look too closely at those figures until our horse is almost at their max because they're going to continue to grow. So I want to check. Has he won a grade 1? No. Grade 2s. Yeah, definitely grade 2s. No grade 1s, but the game put grade 1s. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, not bad, but still, I think I want to change him. Because what's his stamina? His stamina is only at 64% right now. B minus. I want to change his leg type, so I'll try to do that for him next time out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up is our filly, Amora Jewel, as you can see right here on screen. She is our 3-year-old filly. And I'm not going to really talk about the pedigrees right now because these are random generated AI horses that unless you play this game religiously, you're not going to have any idea who these horses are. Heck, I don't even know who they are. So until I can actually get to, doing our own breeding programs, I'm not even going to really mention the sires or the dams unless they're actual horses we know of, which maybe some of these are. I think a lot of horses in this game are real horses, or at least most of them are based off of that. So she's almost maxed out. Her stamina is only 70%. Her speed's only 71. So she's not going to be that great. She runs 1,800 meters. So she's running 9 furlongs to, I think, 13 or 12, excuse me. So quite the distance. We'll go ahead and toss her in a regional race as well. And grade 3 Connect Service High in Tokyo. I believe we do this race in Gallup Racer. So handicap 133 pounds. Not sure if that's going to be for us or not. Let's see. Because she's I'm actually going to have Pat S., jockey from Ireland, take the ride with her and give her a little bit of flexibility towards the back. Again, as always with these regional races, it is a field of 8. And she comes in at the highest ranked horse. That's why she's carrying the additional 7-pound handicap, not 70 pounds. Thank goodness. And she has horseshoes, of course. She's got her bit. She has blinkers on, her nose band, and her tongue tie. So that's a pretty cool addition to the game. Let's go ahead for the start of the Grade 3 Connect Service High. And we are off. And again, I have instructed the jockey to try to drop her back as far as possible. So I do want to see where the jockey ends up putting her. And Pat has her running in 4th, which is a little bit higher than I would like her to be. I would prefer actually for her to be a little bit further back because I think she can close pretty well. Like, she doesn't have great speed and stamina, so yes, maybe there will be a lack of speed in the stretch, but hopefully a decent stamina figure at the 70-ish range will allow her to cover some ground. So we'll go ahead and fast forward 400 meters, and down the stretch we come. She's still sitting in 3rd place. She's the only horse in the race with the bright pink blinkers on, and she has a pretty good stride going, but is she going to make enough? The leader, Smallport, is out in front by quite a bit, and she's trying, but not much happening. I thought maybe she's closing, but she's not going to get there for the win. In fact, it's only going to be 4th place at best. So she's already peaked. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with Amora Jewel. She's 3 years old, and supposedly she's still developing, but her speed and her stamina are already maxed. She's a 5-star filly. She should be a little bit higher ranked than this. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. Now this is unrealistic, but just for the sake of getting this done in the game, I'm going to have her do a training session here. Just to maybe improve her dirt rating. Maybe she's a better dirt horse than a turf horse. I'd be shocked, but you never know in this game, so you have to give it a shot. So let's see. I could do the dirt barrier trial, which will at least increase her clockwise and counterclockwise. I would say as far as abilities or stats in this game, the clockwise and counterclockwise traits are definitely something you want to focus on depending on the track she'll race on. You'll race on tracks going both directions, I think, especially if you're doing regional races. So I think getting those stats upgraded would be fantastic. Like I said, this game is really enjoyable. It has a lot to offer. It's very hard and it's very grindy. Like, you really have to want to succeed in this game. If you're just planning to just play it, not spend any money, and just be winning and beating real players out the gates, that's not going to happen. So it's kind of why I like it, because I like the challenge. I don't like my games to be super easy. I never have. I like the challenge. I like the grind. So we'll come back and do one more race, and we'll see how this ends. All right, and the last race for this video will be with our best horse so far. As you can see right here on screen in the middle, King de Oro. This is our 5-year-old colt here, stallion actually. He comes into this race weekend with 2% fatigue. I'm just going to let it roll because he hasn't really been on a good streak lately. So he might be at that point where obviously he's pretty much close to his retirement. Gosh, it really sucks I can't use him for breeding. It's so frustrating that you have to win 5 grade 1s against real players to even unlock breeding. That is something I'm not a huge fan of. Like if I were to retire him now, this is what happens. This horse can't be used as a stallion because he hasn't won any grade 1s yet, or the breeding bar isn't filled. You want to retire. Then once you do that, I'm telling you, the horse just disappears. So it'd be frustrating to let a horse like this go to waste because he doesn't have bad stats. He's an A+ speed horse with B+ stamina. But I don't know how I'm going to win 6 more real races unless I try to put him in races where I think other players won't be in. But that's highly unlikely. So I'm going to toss him in another regional race. Grand 2, Prix de Royal Lou. And he'll be carrying a handicap, 2,400 meters, quite long. I'm going to get Shibuya or Shibuya. Or Shibuya. Gosh, I'm butchering. Don't listen to me. I'm also taking a little bit of a pay cut for these jockeys here. Maybe I should upgrade that, but I'm going to let it roll for the time being. Field of 10 in this grade 2. Let's see if King de Oro... I mean, he's the best horse in this field, without a doubt. 121 overall, what I'm going to call Equibase rating. Should be able to make this happen, but I'm not going to hold my breath because he's just been on a slumper. So, field of 10, and we are off in the grade 2 Prix de Royal something in French. Anyways, it's an okay start. Hopefully the jockey actually drops him back. And there's some weird glitching going on there. Horses are just kind of teleporting and skipping frames. Cool stuff. He is in the back. We're going to skip to the last 400 meters. Hopefully he has a strong run. We'll see. Now, he's on the outside. We have the pink silks, green cap. Kind of hard to miss. Good run from King de Oro. He needs a win, man. He really needs a win. Oh, look at him run. So he can still go. King de Oro can still go. Drive. The win is there, my friend. The win is there. King de Oro, can he get there at the line? It's going to be close. And it looks like we're just going to get it. King de Oro, with the jockey from Japan, gets the job done in the grade 2 Grand Prix Royale. Can I just call it that? That's what I'm going to do regardless. 2:25 and 4/5 second was the finishing time. And yes, that was a very, very important win for King de Oro. We needed that desperately. Now let's see what that does for his profile. So that bumps him from a 121 up to a 130 rating. And none of his stats actually improve. His status drops down a little bit by 1%. That's nothing. His fatigue goes up by 19%. Okay, that's still not terrible. His weight drops a couple pounds as expected. And again, he basically goes up 9 points in his Equibase rating. That was actually a really good, tough win, man. And we're getting coins for this and everything. So, next video, going to try tossing him in a live event race. See how he does. We need to get back in the swing. He just needs to win 3. I've won 2. If I could just win 3 before I retire him or before he stops racing, we could at least have him for breeding. He'll go to the barn. I don't think the horses will die after a certain time, fortunately. Not like the broodmares doing Gallup Racer. So we could actually get to that. That's my goal. That's what I'll try to do next video. Appreciate you guys for love and support. If you want to download this video, just search the App Store Champion Horse Racing. It's, like I said, it's enjoyable. I think if you don't mind playing a game where you're not actually playing, but from the managerial perspective of obviously training these horses, putting them in the right races, getting the right jockeys, feeding them the right stuff, I think all of that makes it worthwhile. And again, you get to play against some real players, most of them from the Asia region, but doesn't matter. They're very good and they're very tough and they've won a lot. So there's a long way to go, but still, I think this is a very enjoyable game. And if you play it long enough, it's pretty easy to pick up. So that'll do it. Until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Oh, you have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.